South Sudan is a country found in Eastern Africa and also a member state of the East African Community. With a population of 14 million people, South Sudan has an average median age of 18 years and its capital is Juba. There is a lot more that can be said about this beautiful African country, and in this video we bring you the 10 interesting facts that you probably didn't know about South Sudan. But if you're new to the channel, be sure to like, subscribe and share this video with someone so that they get to know more about South Sudan. South Sudan is the youngest country in the world and it only gained her independence in 2011. This was after a very long civil war against the northern part of Sudan, or you can call it Sudan today. This civil war claimed millions of lives of people, and finally this all paid off when South Sudan gained her independence in 2011. South Sudan is also known as the land of giants. The Dinka people, or the Dinka tribe, is known to have the tallest people in the world. These have an average height of 6 feet 2 inches. And I must say, when you visit the capital Juba, you'll be amazed by the height of the people that you will find in the city. I'm sure you remember great players like Minute Ball in the NBA. South Sudan is a country with diverse culture, with many tribes in the country. The most dominant ethnic group is the Dinka tribe, which carries a percentage of 35.8%. Then there's the Nuer ethnic group that carries 15.6%. And then there are other smaller tribes like the Shilluk, there's the Azande, Bari, the Kakwa, the Lndi, Acholi, Mandari, Anuak, Bongo and many other tribes in the country. It's because of these many ethnic groups that today South Sudan still suffers a lot of civil wars in the country. Many of these tribes or many of these ethnic groups are all trying to strive for power in the country, and this has plunged the country into civil war as many of these ethnic groups try to get a piece of the leadership cake. The South Sudanese economy relies on oil exports, but the country being landlocked and also not at good terms with its northern neighbor Sudan, this has crippled its economy because its oil pipelines can no longer go through this northern neighbor of Sudan. In South Sudan, the majority of the population lives or resides in the rural areas, leaving the town areas almost empty. These people live on less than $1 a day, even when the country has very huge oil deposits. In South Sudan, as it is in many other African countries and cultures, wealth is measured by the number of cattle that a family owns. So if you don't have any cattle to your name, you cannot sit around the table of men to discuss anything. The two dominant religions in South Sudan are Christianity and Islam. Many of the people in the country subscribe to these two religions, and I must say most of the nationals at least bear either a Christian or Islamic first name on their names. In many of the cultures in South Sudan, meals are communally shared amongst the people. When a meal is prepared and served, every member of family must scoop from the same piece of meal so that they all eat from the same dish. This is meant to prevent bad habits like poisoning amongst the family members. If you also must know, South Sudan has the most dark-skinned people on the African continent. Many of the people in the country have a distinctive look that makes them stand out from many other African countries. In many of the South Sudanese cultures, they prefer oral communication to written communication. As it is in many African cultures, the elderly usually sit down the young generation to basically pass down some information that they feel must continue from generation to generation. Well, those are the 10 interesting facts that I thought you must know about this beautiful country of South Sudan. And in case you found these facts very interesting, remember to like the video, subscribe, and share this video with someone so that people get to know more about the African continent. Also, let us know in the comments where you're watching this video from. Thank you so much for watching. Watch more African content here on the card.